Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to compare the loading times between the Xbox Series X to the Xbox Series S. So currently I have the Series X hooked up on the left monitor and the Series S hooked up on the right monitor. The Series X has 12 teraflops of processing power compared to 4 teraflops of processing power on the Series S. So the Series X obviously has 3 times the processing power, but it also does 4K gaming, where the Series S only does 1440p gaming resolution. So even though the Series X has more processing power, it also needs it because it's going to do 4K gaming. So it's going to be interesting to see which one loads faster. I also want to show, if you go to My Games and Apps and you go to Manage and you go to Queue, it's actually not installing anything. So the Series X is not doing anything in the background, like installing new games and stuff. That's slowing it down. And the Series S, the same exact thing. If you go to Manage, you go to Queue, it's not doing anything in the background, which might, which takes processing power eventually. So I want to show you guys that they're both not doing anything in the background, at least from what I could tell. So let's start off with, let's load Forza first. Okay, so I'm loading Forza Horizon 4 on both of the consoles. This is an editing trick where I crop 50% of the video to make it seem like, they're loading at exactly the same time. But essentially, Xbox doesn't let you load the games at the same exact time because I got this game from Game Pass, or even if it was digitally bought. But because it's the same account, when you try to load the game on one Xbox console, it says, hey, you're playing this game on the other Xbox console. You have to close the other one to load it here. So it wouldn't actually let me load the games at the same exact time. So that's why I'm doing an editing trick where I match the time where I loaded it to get to this. So on the Series X, it was my first time loading the game, so it was asking me to pick a name and stuff. So I basically picked a name, and it took me like 20-30 seconds to figure out which name I wanted, so I cut that part of it out. But essentially you could see that the Series X loads just a tiny bit faster than the Series S. So really not much of a difference there. Something you wouldn't really see unless the consoles were next to each other. So let this run. And by the way, this game is pretty awesome. I used to play Forza Horizon 2, and this is basically a better version of that. And yeah, and I'm looking forward to Forza Horizon 5. Well, supposedly that's coming out pretty soon. But yeah, this game is pretty awesome, by the way. And this car is pretty awesome, the McLaren Senna. So while this game is loading, as a quick reminder, I mentioned this in my unboxing video, but as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers, I plan on giving this specific Xbox Series S away, and it's actually in the box right now. So yeah, as soon as I get to 5,000 subs, I'm going to do a live event, and I'll put like an idea of how I plan on doing this, so check the description below for more details on that. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. So back to the game. This is where the game actually starts loading and you actually start playing it. And yeah, pretty much identical, both very smooth and stuff. Now I'm going to load Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which is a pretty awesome game. I'm still playing the original Ori, but it's awesome. So this is also going to be awesome. I just played this a little bit. So you could see that the Series X on the left side loads just a tad bit quicker. Again, something you wouldn't really notice unless they were like literally right next to each other like they are now. So yeah, not much of a difference between the two in terms of loading. So which is something I was actually very interested in, to see if there would be a difference or a big difference or a small difference. And it looks like it's just a very, very minor difference and pretty much ready to go. And the last game is FIFA 2020. I actually sped this up by 5x just because it takes so long to load this game. Just like Forza Horizon 4, but I wanted to keep that game in real speed just so you guys have an idea of how long these games typically take to load. But yeah, I sped this up, and I'm actually going to put it back to normal speed right before the game is about to start. So, which is going to happen right about now. So this is back to normal speed. So you can see that the Series X loaded just a tad bit quicker than the Series S, but they're basically around the same. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you to all my current subscribers.